Good morning, and welcome to Amory's workshop for the second part of assembling a student relocation kit. When we last left, I showed you how to make the base, and since then I've made 5. Unfortunately, I've already lost a student who's leaving for Dallas in a couple days, so I'm going to show you how to assemble these books so that you'll be ready for any student who leaves your classroom, or is a friend who leaves. So let's do this one since he's a young man. All right. So if you've printed off all of the documents, first thing you can do is trim them out, and then they're easy to put together. All right. Hopefully, with the instructions, they'll show you in what order to glue them in place. I have my base, my puffer book base. I've got my glue, and I'm ready to go. All right. First page is the cover page. So I just go around the edge. And once again, I love glue, and this is this scrappy glue by Heidi Swap. Is like my favorite glue. It doesn't pucker, but it also doesn't play around. You've got about 3 or 4 seconds to reposition. After that, you're out of luck. All right, so that's the cover, and then the next page is going to be your book plate that you're going to that the book belongs to the student. Also, they could add a photo inside, like if you can take a photo and print it off real quick, or they can draw their picture depending upon what their particular skills are. If that's their smart, if drawing is their smart, then they might like to participate. My little boy's leaving on a Friday. I'm going to hand this out on a Wednesday so it doesn't become too disruptive, so that everyone has a chance to sign it. All right, so here's my moving for Smarties, which I've included the file so you can take Mrs. Reynolds' names off of it and put your own name on the end. It's a little note. And you can put your own story on there. You don't have to use mine at all. But I called it Moving for Smarties, kind of a wink to those for Dummies books, because I talk about that a lot in my classroom. So that's the next page. Then I leave 2 pages for autographs and well-wishers, because kids love to sign one another's books. So I want to make sure that they have plenty of space to say goodbye. And you could also speak to your kids about acknowledgement, how to do an acknowledgement, how to say how much you're going to miss them and how much they've been such a good friend to them. All right, so that's a wonderful little opportunity for a character education workshop. Also, when we get to the next page, I'll tell you another activity I do in order to help the child transition into their new school. All right, in this case, you have 2 options. I've included by photo how to make your own homemade envelope. If you're not feeling particularly scrappy and don't want to make your homemade own envelope, you can buy one of these envelopes in a package. It's approximately 9 inches by 9 by 6. And you can just fold the top. And you need this envelope for people to include a letter, the form letter that I have there to help your child write a letter back to the school to let us all know how he's doing. And also, if kids decide to write rainy day notes, and they can decorate the outside of this with stickers or their own writing. I like to do rainy day notes, and what I do is I say, okay, I give a short lesson on acknowledgement and how to write a note to somebody else when they're feeling bad, and that they're to save them in their little envelopes or in their buckets in my classroom, and then say we can save these for a rainy day when we're not feeling really good about ourselves and read. And then while they're working on that and they're almost finished, I turn on a CD of rain, so it's actually raining, so they can actually pass out their notes. All right, and I include several pages for addresses and emails. So I will staple this together and then include it, because lots of kids have emails and such. All right, now if you want to make your homemade envelope at the very end. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Alright, so normally I would staple them together, but I'm just going to glue along the top edge. This is why this glue is so fabulous. It doesn't pucker. It's just wonderful. Alright. I'm hopelessly devoted to it, because everyone knows Mrs. Reynolds loves glue. Alright. So then, after I do that, I'm on my back page, and that's where I'm going to put my envelope, in which you can include a CD of pictures, if that's okay. Alright. Or it's another opportunity of place for people to put little mementos and things that they want the child to have. But I like to include like a little CD, maybe burn them a little music, or include a CD of their class, like from that first day of school. Alrighty. And then I'm going to add my make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, but the other's gold. And that's so true, and I put that at the bottom there. Alright, so once you have them all cut out, it's very quick and easy. And you have the book and you're ready to go for the child to say goodbye. Alright, so I hope this is really helpful to you. As I say, I make 5 at the beginning of every school year. It is not even, it's 3 weeks in and I've already had to use 1. Alright, have a great day.